those of you that don't know what's going to happen, if Mike Wheeler wins this game, we'll take a short break. We'll get a few more involved. We'll move over to 11 and 12 and bowl a 15 roll off.
Okay. We're here for the fourth game of the Bill Rahm Invitational, 57th edition of the Bill Rahm Invitational. Mike Lear getting ready to start game 4 with a 40-pin lead. Yeah. So coming out of the losers bracket. And he's back to the first game, first 2 games really, where we leave the 10-pin. But as you guys mentioned, Mike's the veteran here. This is his fourth final that he's been in.
Yeah. So it's he knows what's at stake.
Yeah.
The bad position Dave was in is if Dave's only shooting 200, he's 40 pin down. 200, that means Mike's got to shoot 160.
And he picks it up. So Mike Lear wanting to have a 5th game. He wants to extend it exactly to a fifth game for a chance to be the champion. He has one championship under his belt, correct?
Yeah.
We talked about that.
The more spares he throws, the more strikes Dave's got to bowl.
Yes. And he leaves the 8-pin, right?
9-pin.
9-pin, yeah.
He almost left the 4-9.
Yeah.
4-pin saved him and fell down.
If he would go 9 spare all the way out, he'd have 190. That means Dave Shock would have to shoot 240. That's a 6-bagger.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And
You got to start hoping that maybe he gets an open or 2.
And he picks it up. So Dave Shock avoids another open. He's had the only 2 of the match so far.
Yes.
And remind you again that we're brought to you in part by Dave and Judy Hedrick at B-Dry Basement Waterproofing, the permanent solution to your wet basement problem. Phone 800-686-4585. Herb Klein at Ryder Heilbrons, a commitment to excellence since 1910. Sean and Tasha Ridgway at Dillinger's, home of Breezy's Pizza, Public Square, Bucyrus, and Martin Bernhardt at Mike's Roofing. Phone Bucyrus 562-5752. And Dave Shock on lane number 9.
left the 2-7.
Yeah. That's kind of an odd leave, isn't it?
Well, it wasn't an odd leave. It was for the hit he had, but he was a little light.
Yeah.
It shook the 7-pin, but it didn't fall.
And you can chop this.
Yes, very much. You have to hit on the left side.
Got to hit the
and then the ball will kick over.
On the left side and go into the 7.
Otherwise, if you hit it on the right, you have to have a perfect kick to the left to get that 7 out of there. Yeah. And he did it. Kind of the way you diagrammed it. Hit that left side of the pin and the ball kicks over. So
sometimes it'll slide that 7-pin over just a little bit. And then it's hard to get the ball to get over far enough to cover the 7.
But he at least survived to bowl another frame because an open there probably would have been fatal almost.
Probably.
Yeah.
Mike Lear bowling 10 and he strikes again. So I will say this: Mike has not left his foot off the gas.
No.
In this all 4 games into the 4th game now.
And he knows, Dave, because they bowl together over in Galleon in a scratch league, and so they know what's at stake, and they're good competitors.
Mike Lear approaching on lane number 3 or lane number 9 in game 4. Wow. Mike, he got a pretty good break there because he could have left. Obviously, could have left 3 pins, and 2 of them got wiped out.
Yeah.
So
Steve hollered, "Where's the 5 pin?"
yeah, knock that 7 out of there. Yeah, and he converts again.
Yeah.
You know, these guys want to win, but like Bill said, most of them bowl in league together.
Mm-hmm. They're
All
friends.
the same
Yep.
team. And
They're
Yeah.
friends. Yes.
Yeah, they bowl on Wednesday nights and they bowl on Thursday nights together.
Mm-hmm.
and you got to face them in the tournament on the
Sure.
weekend.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's just,
Dave shot.
oh, another 10
Left the
pin.
10 on lane
Almost-
number 10.
Almost had the 7 there.
Mhm.
It finally went down.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and he has another open. That probably is
That's kiss of death.
the death knell there, yes,
Yeah.
for Dave's shot. Unfortunately.
Mike just has to keep it clean.
Yeah, I was going to say, even a spare there, sparing out isn't going to do it. He's got to
No.
have strikes.
Yeah.
He's got to have
Yeah,
strikes.
he can have 250 if he strikes out, which means if Lear shoots 200,
Mm-hmm.
he just will have to strike out.
Mm-hmm. So not impossible, but just very
No, it's
difficult.
not impossible, but it's not looking good.
There's one.
Yeah,
He got the first one.
yeah, we've got to start with that one. The way the balls have been reacting, it's, we've
Yes.
only had a couple 3-baggers, and
Sure.
that's
Yep. We're brought to you in part by the Kimberline family at Bucyrus Road Materials since 1939. Jim and Jeremy Letter at Letter's Body Shop. Ralphie's Great Food and Sports across from the Galleon High School campus, Route 95 just east of Marion OSU, and Todd and I Builders since 1946. And Todd's dad, Bob, was the first radio sponsor of the event in 1965.
and another 10 pin.
Another
for Mike
10-pin lead
on
for
10.
Mike. But as long as he keeps converting those, it's going to be very difficult for
Yeah. Dave's got to strike.
Dave to get back in this. Yeah. The only saving grace for Dave is he's in the winner's bracket, so he's got a 5th game to,
Come back.
to still do it. Yes. And he converts again.
Still early, I'm bound to miss one.
Not supposed to leave them.
Today, that's easy.
He had really done a good job of shooting his 10 pins. The other day, he missed 3 of them in a 12-game match,
Yeah.
That could be a strike.
And a strike for Mike Lear on lane number 9, frame number 5.
Well, here's Shock's just in about a strikeout situation.
Mm-hmm.
He throws a double or turkey and breaks it off. I don't think he can win unless Lear open.
Yeah, Mike would have
He's
to.
going to be in the 230s.
It's Mike's to win.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
he's in the driver's seat.
Oh, he got her out there.
Boy, it came back.
Came
Ooh.
back. Yeah.
Just want to give it to him now?
Hey, that's like throwing in the frogging, buddy. There's no difference.
Hey, Mike,
Dave,
his pocket is this wide.
Dave got her way out there and stomped when he thought it was going to be light, and then come back and shook everything out.
Yeah, both of you.
That basically took a left turn when it got to the,
Yeah.
It
pins.
was still a little light.
Yeah.
Oh,
right in
couldn't
front
get
of
the
us.
9 or the 10 pin to go down, so a 9 pin count,
Another 10 pin.
which in normal circumstances wouldn't be that bad, but for what he needed,
When you're down.
Now he can only have 240 strikes out. Strike out with 245.
then he gets the spare.
If Mike gets a double stays clean, Dave
Yeah.
can't beat him. Dave's gonna strike out even if you don't get a double.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't double, you're gonna have to strike out to beat him.
Yeah.
He's 40 now, he's gonna get you 245 to now 199.
And
Kick the
strike
5
for
pin
Mike
out.
Lear. Yeah,
Yeah.
kick the 5 at the end, which
Yeah.
just might make it too much to overcome now.
Yeah.
Especially when you're not so much in this particular game, but when you're down 40.
Yeah.
As Bill, you alluded to earlier, you run out of frames. When
Yeah.
you're down that far,
Yeah.
coming
He's
in.
getting close.
Uh,
Yeah, you got 4 frames to go, and you got to strike.
yeah. Yes. And if the other guy strikes, it doesn't matter.
No.
You just can't. You're not gaining.
Another 10 pin. Gee.
You knew he was down there.
Yeah. Make it.
Mike Lear going for the spare now. Here in frame number 7 of game number 4. And he picks it up. So he stays clean all
Yep.
4 games.
Yeah.
Mike Lear has avoided
That's-
the opens, and that's probably when we were. That's going to be the difference.
That's the difference right there.
This sure isn't indicative how we bowled the whole tournament, is it?
I jinxed you.
Yeah. Blame Bill Jr. for that.
And Dave shot for the strike. Okay, again, it's his only possibility of coming back in this game is, or in this whole series, is
Yeah.
striking out. He basically
Yeah.
has to strike out from here.
And if Lear don't open, it ain't gonna be enough.
No.
Yeah,
So he's gonna have 245, and Lear's gonna have 208.
yeah.
Probably gonna have 235.
Oh, got that wide.
Yep.
That's the
Kinda-
128.
Kind of seemed like he was off balance when he released the ball a little bit, didn't it?
That's the 128.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because
And this is an easy pin to chop off. You know, usually get the 1-2 and then leave the 8 back there.
but again, as we're saying, even a conversion here, is,
No, it's
Now he's gonna only have 215. He can't beat him because if Lear opens, he's gonna have 175.
he did take care of the spare.
If Lear opens and he strikes out, they tie.
Oh wow. Okay.
Well, they won't tie, but Lear's gonna have 175 if he strikes out. Yeah, and Shot can have 215.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be 70 pins, but Lear's gotta open the rest of the way out.
Yeah. That. And the likelihood of that is pretty remote, I would think.
Yep.
As clean as Mike has bowled this match so far. And he strikes, and that's
I'll
probably
take
it
care of
right
that.
there.
I'll take
Yeah.
care of that.
Yep.
We're going to remind you that we're brought to you in part by Gary and Judy McKee at Quality Printing, 214 West Liberty Street in Bucyrus. Randy Pritchard of Pritchard Insurance since 1968, 1500 North Sandusky Avenue. Jeff Skinner at Integrity Auto, Marion Road in Bucyrus, and Mark Osborne and E. Crane International, Route 598 in the Galleon Industrial Park.
Well, we go to the fifth game.
Again, 8 years in a row.
Ooh. He avoided the,
Got
avoided
out
the
of the
split
split.
again, yeah.
Yeah.
Not that it would have really mattered.
No.
To the outcome of the match
Yeah.
at this point. And he picks him up. So, Mike Lear converts his spare. And we're brought to you in part by Roger Brown at Wings Lock and Safe and A&E Fire and Safety Services across from the Weiss Funeral Home. Mike Robinette at Trinity Monument, Marion Road, Bucyrus. Andy Motter, attorney at law across from the Bucyrus Historical Society. And Hannah Newton at Wendy's, Bucyrus, and Upper Sandusky. And Dave Schock.
Left
Wow.
another bucket.
That's 3.
Yeah.
That is
Ball's just not coming up.
maybe indicative of the issue that the Danes have so far.
Yeah.
Just a little light in the pocket.
Yeah, ball's not coming up for Dave.
Dino used to tell me if it got inevitable that you were going to 50, say you're 60 or 80 pins down one of the last game, he spent the last game trying to get lined up for the one game.
Okay, 11 or 12 to go.
Yep.
Yeah.
11 and 12 was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About four frames ago.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, comes back with a strike in the 10th. And you might say, well, this is warm up for Game 5. But in some sense it is, but in another way it's not, because you go to 2 new frames or 2 new lanes to bowl on.
Yeah.
Then you got to adjust to that.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah. And Mike will be up on lane 11 and Dave will be up on lane 12. No, Mike will be on 11. and
Nope,
Dave will be
left the
on
10
12.
pin again. They must have some sort of super glue over there on
There's Velcro on that 10 pin.
on the 10 pin on lane number 9. That's been a common leave for both bowlers today.
That 10 pin's been Velcroed down on both lanes. Yeah.
Lowest series of overall.
Mike leaves the 10 pin
10 pin
again.
again.
Yep, on lane 10 this time.
Dave's Shock ended up with 179 on the 798 4-game total.
Mm-hmm.
So that puts him into eighth
But
year that we go into a 5th game roll-off.
all this goes away because it's all down to that one game, right?
Now it's all one game.
And Mike converts. And he has one more ball to complete Game 4, but it's really academic at this point because we are going to a 5th game roll-off.
Right.
And we're brought to you in part by Rick McWaters at Cycle Tech, your one-stop shop for parts, service, and accessories, 9 blocks west of the Bucyrus Square. Dwayne Watts and Doug Fote at the Watts House of Insurance since 1959. John Gobrek at Pisanello's Pizza and Ag Credit Residential Lending, Bucyrus, Marion, and Mount Gilead. Mike Lear throws his final ball. Game 4, and it's appropriately enough a strike. And he finishes strong. And so Mike finishes with a 207 to 179 and series 866 to 798. So 68 pin difference.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to go to a one-game roll-off, and we will do that right after this.